Hello everyone. So in today's video, we are going to review our worksheet number 4, and I will give you some instruction and useful tips for you to keep in mind before doing the activity. The first thing that we're going to do, as usual, is something to keep our minds focused. And this is a really simple breathing exercise in which you go with your finger and you monitor your breathing with your own hand. So you breathe in and out and so on. Okay, so in and out, in and out. You can do it if you're feeling kind of stressed or kind of, I don't know, going everywhere because of how everything is in the world right now. You can do it whenever you want. And I suggest you to do it before the video so you keep your mind focused, or before doing the activity. Okay, and it's also a really good way to fall in sleep. It can be useful in different times. Okay, some things to remember about writing a paragraph is that it's important to start with a hook, un gancho, algo que te diga, I want to keep on reading, quiero seguir leyendo, right? And that could be a question or a personal experience. A second important thing is to make sure that every sentence in your paragraph is related to the topic. Another important thing is to check punctuations. Recuerden revisar su puntuación porque hay muchos que me han llegado con mayúsculas entre medio que no tienen sentido y una mayúscula siempre va a ir después de un punto. Okay, that's really simple, but something that we sometimes forget. And el párrafo, un párrafo es de un punto aparte hasta otro punto aparte. Okay, so you cannot have different paragraphs. No separen sus cuando pongan un punto, no separen, no salten un espacio porque that will be two different paragraphs and that's not the idea. And at the end, you need to reinforce your main idea. Okay, so if you start talking about self-care, you finish talking about self-care and the importance of the tips that you just provide. The instructions for this activity are really simple too. You need to choose one of the situations that we wrote about in the last worksheet, and that could be the precedent measures. I think that you won't be able to see that, and self-care tips, okay? You can choose whatever you want. Then you need to check the draft that you sent me, okay? Remember that in our guide number 3, you needed to send the draft, the paragraph that you were writing, and I gave you some feedback. So you need to check the draft and see if you need to make any changes, okay, according to what I wrote to you in our mails. Then you need to check the rubric to see if you have everything that I'm asking for, and complete your self-evaluation. We will talk about that in a bit. Some tips that I want to give you are that it's important that you do not translate everything. It's not good for you to just write everything in Spanish and then use a translator to translate everything. That will have many mistakes. And then include your feedback, as I said a few minutes ago. And check if you included everything I asked. That will be really helpful if you go with the rubric that you have at the end of your activity. And use what you did in your last worksheets. It's not necessary that you write a new paragraph. You need to improve the one that you already sent me, okay? No tienen que escribir todo de nuevo y darme ideas nuevas. Pueden reciclar ideas que hayan ocupado en sus primeras guías, en la segunda, la tercera. Pueden ocupar el mismo párrafo y solo mejorarlo. Esa es la idea, okay? You don't need to write everything from scratch. And then you will have the self-evaluation. You need to include it at the end of the work. If you send a Word document at the end of the paragraph, or if you write it on your copybook in another page of your copybook, okay? And from 1 to 7, you'll give yourself a mark in these items. And at the end, you will calculate the average. Lo suman y lo promedian y lo dividen en 5, I think. Yes, 5. And the items are really simple. The first one, I work individually, I follow instructions, I send the draft, I included the feedback, I included the correct conditional. It's really simple, and this will be part of your final evaluation, if you want to call it like that, okay? And that's all for today's video. It was really shorter than the previous one because it's really simple what you need to do this week. Algunas cosas que les quiero recordar es que si tienen preguntas, me mandan un correo que diga consulta, duda, pregunta, anything, so I can check it faster, así lo puedo revisar más rápido. Y segundo es que en sus correos me escriban en el asunto su nombre, el curso y el número de guía que es esta, ¿ya? Entonces, si me van a mandar la guía número 4, sería Beatriz Basualto, cuarto medio F, guía número 4, en el asunto, ¿ok? And cualquier otra cosa que me quieran escribir, lo escriben en el cuerpo del correo. No es necesario que escriban todo en el asunto, ¿ok? That's it. I hope you have a good week, and bye.